what you gotta say, but don't play. Say what you gotta say, but don't play. Say what you gotta say, but don't play.
What is up, you guys? It's your spiritual fairy godmother, and I am back. Okay, except for I'm not back with another read. I am back with a smoke session. Okay, we are gonna go ahead and spark up. So if you got a blunt, if you got a bong, if you got some tea, some coffee, some chips, something to snack on, something to eat on, or if you're just listening while you're at work or while you're cleaning up or doing something, go ahead and get whatever you need, because we're gonna get into a really good topic today. I got something a little bit different. I never talk about sex on social media. I'm not that girl. I kind of cringe at watching people have sex, or thinking about people having sex, or thinking about people thinking about me having sex. Like, when I see people post on social media, like, freaky stuff, it just kind of makes me cringe. Even if I agree or I like it, it's just kind of like, okay. But, yeah. So we're not gonna be talking about sex in general, but I kind of wanted to bring that up to kind of lead me into how I came up with today's topic. I was thinking about what I wanted to do for today, and I really wanted to talk about how even though men have way more sex than women, again, these are all personal opinions. This is a debate. I want you guys to go ahead and chime in the comments. If you are a male, go ahead and type in as well, because today's topic is for all of us, okay? So I was basically thinking about how, although women have less sex, we are really more sensual and more freaky than men. Again, that's my opinion. That's what I was thinking about. And I'm like, it's so taboo to talk about sex online. I really don't want to. But YouTube is a different platform from my social medias to me, right? So I feel like this is where y'all gonna get all of me. Y'all might not get all of this on Facebook or Instagram, but here, this is where we gonna get the real and raw, because that's what HerrComplexx, that's what the complexity of my channel is that I can provide all topics, all things. I am not put in a box. And yeah, so that's my dog back there doing God knows what. Hey, chill out. But yeah, so that led me to today's topic, which I haven't really said yet, but the topic is that, are women more superior than men? Are we more powerful, or like, I don't really know how to put it, but am I a feminist? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of, I never wear my hair down, but I'm trying to start, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's getting long, y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and start it off. I have so many different points of view that I want to like talk about this from. So to jump in, let's talk about the sex. So if y'all remember a while ago, Gia Casey and DJ Envy they have released their book. It's doing really well. I really want that book, so if you want to get that for a gift for me, go ahead. But yeah, so they have released their book about their marriage and about their struggles, their triumphs and stuff like that. And they were doing press and interviews, and in every interview they was pretty much talking about the portion in the book where Gia expressed that it took her 7 to 10 years to feel an orgasm from her husband, right? Why is that not abnormal? Why is that not weird? You know, there were so many women who were agreeing, and so many women who also hadn't had an orgasm. B. Simone, if you guys follow her, she's talked about that for a while. She made herself orgasm for the first time like last year. She had never had one before. So it made me think about how sex is so ego driven and it's so masculine driven. I feel like although women are sexually liberated and we're able to have more sex, I feel like even the more sex that we have, I don't know if women are completely honest with their partners about their satisfaction. Specifically with men. Like if you date women, I don't know, that may be different. Y'all may be able to communicate and know each other's bodies or whatever. But if you are dating a man, it's like you don't want to hurt their ego or make them feel some type of way or feel inadequate. But at the same time, it's very hard to express that you are unhappy or unsatisfied in the bedroom. So many times I feel like men spend a lot of their years assuming that they are really good in bed and that they go crazy in the bedroom. And then, you know, that's just not the case, right? So with men, they every single day are producing sperm. Every single day they're wanting to release that sperm. Women, we menstruate once a month. We get super horny. You know, women are more emotional when it comes to sexual attachments. Not every woman, but most of us. The ones who aren't, power to you, sis, because that digmatized shit is a thing. Even when the sex not good, it's just like the connection be like, well, I don't want to get this away to somebody else. Like, I don't want to get off topic. But it's like, women are really, really good at sex. Like, think about it. Like, women's goals 9 times out of 10 is to please their men. Men don't always have the goal to please the woman and let her finish first. But most of the time, a woman wants to go crazy for her man. Like, especially if it's her man. Keyword, her man. I mean, if you're having casual sex, some women feel like, well, I don't want you to be able to say my shit bad, so I'm going to go crazy the first time. And that's cool, too. Like, go crazy. Go off, sis. But it's just like, women want to please you in ways that maybe you never even thought about. Women kind of, they want to be the best at pleasing you, not in an egotistical way, like I want to be better than the next person or the last woman, but it's like, I want to make you feel the best you've ever felt. Maybe that's just me, I don't know, because again, I'm speaking from my perspective as a woman. So this is why I be needing these healthy debates. This is why I like to talk and I like to pick people's brain. Y'all, just know, I feel like, what do y'all think? I don't know. I feel like women are just that. Like, women, even like, y'all ever had a man send y'all like a dick pic? Maybe I just haven't gotten a good one or like a super, super sexy one. But it's like, okay. You know, like even when celebrity shit get leaked or whatever, it's just like, okay. Like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like women are just sensual. Like, we just are sexy. We got a lot of shit to look at. We got a lot of shit to feel on. It's like, and then when we're pregnant, we experience pregnancy. You know, I feel like God is a creator. So to create a being who is also a creator, that's like, I feel like that's like the closest we're going to get to what God is. You know? God is an almighty God, but God also wants us to experience things that it has experienced. It wants us to see. It wants us to be a reflection. So in my mind, God feels all things that we feel. Because how could you create something you know nothing about? How could you create sin for us if you don't want people to understand you or get it? Or, I don't know. I can't really, that's going too deep into a rabbit hole about God. But it's just like how they say, he who finds a good woman finds a good thing, right? You got Reverend Farrakhan he was talking about how a man isn't even a man until he finds himself a good woman. And I get that. From my perspective, I get that. Because as a woman, and I want to be very sensitive or sure of my words, because I don't not see the value in men. I see the value in a man. But I feel like a man's role, primarily, again, from my perspective, because every woman is not going to feel like this, but for me, I feel like my man's role is to protect and provide. And it's like you need something to protect, correct? You need something to provide for, correct? So I feel like there's this underlying need for women, because if there were all men, would there be a way for society to continue with the misogyny, with the ego, with the instincts, the primal instincts? Men are very instinctual, and self-discipline and self-restraint and things like that. They're learned behavior. So you have these men who are territorial, who are dominant, who are like, I don't know, I love a manly man. Like, I love a masculine man. Like, I love men, but I literally feel like a man's job is to protect, and I feel like a woman's job is to nurture, to care for the family, to take care of house and home. And that may be in ways that are not meets the eye. It's not just cooking and cleaning. It's about making the home. It's about making your husband feel like he has a safe space, because he's out in the world protecting and providing, right? So giving him that safe space, giving him that space to not be who the world feel like he has to be or needs to be, giving him that safety net, giving him that communication or that love or that mothering that he has now given you rights to, because shit, you took him from his mom. Just like when you are married off, the father gives away the woman. But at that point, why is it not the same for a woman and a man? Like, so you can nurture yourself as a woman. You can, protect yourself as a man as well. But like, who would you provide for? What would you? I guess you could be provided for your goddamn self. See, this is why you have these discussions. This is why you talk shit out to come to conclusions and to understand how you feel about certain shit. And it's like, in my mind, I want to feel like women are superior, but then as I talk it out, it's like, well, maybe we're equal. But even in certain beliefs, they say like a woman is a man's rib, and you can see that two different ways. It's like, okay, well, a man is incomplete without his rib, without his woman. But it's also like, why does a woman have to make a man complete? Like, I don't know. I feel like everything is now contradictory, because I also feel like no person should make another person whole. And what about the people who are in same-sex relationships? So let's talk about energy and not male and female. Let's talk about masculine energy versus feminine energy. But then it's like, then that's the narrative. Because even, I was watching The Shy, y'all, and on The Shy, she was basically asking him, like, when's the last time you've been with a cis woman? And to me, I'm like, why is she not just called a woman? Why does she have to be a cis woman? That's because there are so many other forms of women now. There are so many subcategories, which is fine, which you know, be you. However, there is a dynamic power of a woman that it's unexplainable. I can't fathom the words that will be correct as to why I feel women are superior, but I guess it's because I am a woman and I've experienced womanhood. I've experienced womanhood as far as being hurt by men, as far as motherhood, as far as having a period, as far as miscarrying children, as far as giving birth, as far as society, what they supposed to see my body as and what I'm supposed to look like. And I've just experienced what it feels like to grow up as a little girl to a grown woman, and the power of God that has been bestowed in me feels powerful. And maybe it's because I haven't met men who have shown up for themselves in a way that makes me feel their power. Maybe I haven't, because I feel like women make it through anything. Women make it through anything. Men go through shit too. I will never understand the experience of a man, let alone a black man. But it's just like, I know how so many of the women who I see, who I experience, who I'm around, get treated by men. And you have to think about it. Men are taught by women 9 times out of 10. There are like 2-parent homes where there's 2 fathers, or single father homes, and stuff like that. There are blended there's all kinds of families. However, there is a matriarchy as well that has been quieted. There's like a silent power that resides in the feminine energy. Women have for years stood by their men through slavery, through abuse in the home, and women are going to keep it quiet to save face for the kids, or staying with baby daddies who abuse them, or getting cheated on and staying for the kids, or losing yourself, losing your dignity, losing your pride with a hustler, or having to take the fall for this, or ended up on Fatal Attraction because you done killed the man for abusing you, or having to have the baby of a man who rapes you. Women go through so much, and I feel like we go through that shit openly. Like, men prey on women, and women prey on men too, but I feel like it's rare. Men have power over us. Men's bodies are built to protect. Their bodies are built different. They have a different structure. They were built to work. And we are soft, we are delicate, we are smaller, we are... And even women who are super tall, or who work out, or who are buff, or... That doesn't mean that they don't want someone probably bigger than them, or they don't want someone who's going to protect them. And no offense to the men who are smaller, but... That's something that probably a man has to deal with, that women would know nothing about, being small as a man. But why would that be an insecurity though? Because the norm is to protect and provide. So when you're smaller, you may feel like you can't do that, or like your spouse may feel as if you can't do that. But I don't know. Even just like having a period. I got my period at freaking 10 years old. And I was in a school where it wasn't granted that we had sex education. So boys don't know about what's going on. You don't know if other girls know about what's going on, because maybe y'all not talking about it. Maybe it's not really discussed. You know, it's just... I remember having to hide my panties, like going through things as a girl, as a woman. First time I had discharge, first time I got my period in my panties, first time I had an odor, smelling other people's odor, first time I got a yeast infection. Like, I feel like women go through so much. Even like with sex, it was a point in time where, because of sexual trauma, I didn't know that it was okay to say no. I would just kind of end up in situations where, okay, now we fucking, right? I feel like a lot of times women have a silent roar, like a underlying prowess. We don't have to boast about it, or we don't have to prove it. It's just there. You know, we don't have to have that ego-driven mindset. We don't have to be the best. And, you know, there is, nowadays, I feel like the reason why women can't be superior, because think about it, back in the days, women are villagers. We cooking the food, we doing all of this stuff, and we doing it as a family. Like, we raising all the children, we raising everybody. Men look up to their mothers about how to treat women, about how women think they should be treated, about how women deserve to be treated. Mothers are the blueprint for that. Whether they have their father in their life or not, they're gonna learn from what their mother took. Is my father a good father based on how he's treated my mom? Because you could have a man in the house that's protecting and providing, but not protecting his woman's heart. Not protecting his kids. Not protecting his legacies, because he's allowing them to see maybe him abusing this woman, putting his hands on this woman. So now the legacy is broken. Okay, y'all, I ended up crossing my legs and I showed my whole vagina, so we had to go ahead and skip that part and cut that part out. But I must have been getting off track anyway, because I just feel like women go through a lot. Women go through a lot. And I feel like the silence of womanhood is kind of what makes us so powerful. Like, just people don't realize that being a stay-at-home mom, it's like that's not a job, but you try it. You try it, you know? Taking care of the kids or keeping the whole house up. It's like, you try it. You try it. Be on your period while you got a kid screaming in the background. While you still got to work too. Because you don't have a husband paying all the bills. So women have to be women and men. We have to work. We have to smell good, look good, keep our hair up, spend extra finances on keeping ourselves up and being womanly or feminine. Getting our toes done. Gotta pay for pads and shit. Nowadays, cooking and cleaning is literally not enough anymore. Being a homemaker used to be enough. Now it's not enough to just be a stay-at-home mom. Now most stay-at-home moms are momtrepreneurs. Like, we all work from home pretty much. So now we're providing as well. How many men are out here nurturing by themselves? How many men are giving their boys their flowers and communicating with them and having these deep talks, or putting themselves in a position of self-love, maybe going to therapy or letting go of whatever, having, I don't know, because there's no like comparison to cramps. I was going to say like having cramps, like they can't have it, you know. I can't imagine a man being pregnant. I can't imagine a man body being distorted and him having to feel a type of way about himself. I can't imagine a man going through his partner not being there for him while his hormones are all over the place, or a baby is hurting his side, or he can't sleep. But women go through shit like that. Like, women go through that. And now we're in a position where the rights to our own bodies have been completely taken away. The rights to something, and again, this is if you are in America, if you're watching me and you are out the country and you don't know about it, we had some laws overturned or whatever the case, and now the right to choose has now come into question. So yeah, it's just, that's a thing now. And although there's condoms, I don't see them injecting little boys from 13 on up without their parents' consent. There was Planned Parenthoods in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, giving me birth control at 16 years old. I'm a minor. I'm 16 years old. Y'all giving me birth control without my mom's consent because she didn't know. I'm skipping school to go get birth control from Planned Parenthood at 16 years old. But there were not little boys in the Planned Parenthood waiting rooms getting tested for anything. Or getting something injected into their body. If you think about it, most girls from like 17 on up, or let's just say 18 when they're adult, 18 to 25 are on birth control. Something injected into your body, something that is foreign to your body. They give that to you. They protest you to not, for your body to be fucked up, for you to not have children, when that's natural. We only can have one baby a year. We can only produce so many eggs a month, or however it goes, whatever. But a man, he can have how many women pregnant at the same time that he wants to. He never stops producing sperm to the day he dies. Yet they give it to us. Women are completely put down. We have been lowered to the rib of a man. We have been lowered to having to take power in our body back by giving it up. That's what we feel like is liberation, because men have taken it from us. Like women just being women are being taken away. Like I mentioned earlier about, we are now considered cis women instead of just women. You know, it's like slowly chipping away at us, slowly demeaning us, and all that I can compare it to is black people. Black people are constantly ridiculed. We get paid less, and we make it happen. Our houses are nice. We can make something out of nothing. You can have somebody on welfare and get Quest and all kinds of stuff, but their house look like a home. And the man who making so-and-so in his house look like a bachelor pad with photo chairs. Not saying all men, of course not. But leave your comments down below about how y'all feel about this. You know, like, I'm very pro women. I'm very much I feel like women as a whole are superior, but in a relationship, there's balance. Because there's balance in any relationship, whether that's with a mom and a kid, or, you know, so not in comparison to anybody else. So let's not compare it to men, just like we can't compare God to us. I just feel like women are just different. Like, I don't know. We are taught that from kids. Like, men are from Jupiter and get more stupider, and I'm from Mars. I don't know, but yeah, the blunt is going. My thoughts keep going everywhere, so I feel like we're gonna go ahead and leave it there. I really want to read y'all comments about how y'all feel about this topic. I want y'all to get a little bit more active if y'all can. I just want to feed off of y'all energy. I want to see what's y'all perspective, and I just want to engage, you know, like I really want to get to know y'all and see like how y'all think and how y'all feel about certain topics. And I want y'all to correct me if I'm wrong. I want y'all to tell me if y'all feel the way I do, if y'all relate to me, if y'all feel me. You know, like, this is a community. This is a soul family. So as a family, we gotta communicate. We gotta be able to talk to each other to you know, to stay balanced. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, share it on all your social medias, and I am out of here, y'all.